Hola, salut, hi. My name is Audrey Misiano, and in this Edmodo tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to set up a basic profile for a teacher. Okay, so you go to edmodo.com. This would work differently if you're using a subdomain. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about regular edmodo.com. It is a good idea to look into the subdomain for your school, however. But for this instance, we are just going to use edmodo.com. You are, from now on, after this first time, you will be using your username or email and your password. However, just for the very first time, we need to sign up. And we need to say, I'm a teacher. Okay, so you want to put in your information. Put in your email and your password that you want to use, and make sure that you have a system for your usernames and passwords, or else that might become problematic. So make sure you know your username and password, or your email actually and your password. That works. Okay, so next you need to find your school. So it's very important that you take these steps because you need your profile set up completely to be a true Edmodian. You need a real picture, you need to follow some communities, you need to become active. If other teachers are going to want to connect with you, it's because you have a profile that shows you are an Edmodian, you are going to be here, you don't have a ghost as your picture. So take some time, do this process when you have a few minutes, okay? So I'm going to find my school. Okay, so here's my school. It's actually the first one that pops up. I'm just going to click it, and then I'm going to go to next step. If your school is not there, you could have entered it, okay? Next, I'm going to upload in picture. Now, you want to make sure your picture is appropriate. I know this sounds weird that I have to mention this for teachers, but if you are holding your puppy dog in front of you and you cannot see that you have a shirt on, that is not appropriate. I saw that the other day. Make sure your picture is appropriate for school. Would you want that blown up on your classroom wall? Okay? So make sure your picture is appropriate, and I hope I have one right here. So then you can also do this other ways. Make Edmodo your own, choose a URL, or make it easier for your colleagues to find you. Okay, so if you don't have your own profile image, there are other options, I believe, at there's little pictures and icons when you go into your profile once you're in Edmodo. This right here is if I wanted to call my page like Madame Misiano, I could do that. So I'm not going to do that now, but you would just try to put something in. Actually, let me try Madame Misiano, okay? Let me put Madame Misiano. Okay, so if I want my profile to be known as Madame Misiano, I would put that in and see if it's available. Yes, it's available. So now this is my URL for my profile, which is kind of cool. Next, you want to follow some communities. I am a French and Spanish teacher, so I definitely want to follow this community. I'm very techie, so I would definitely follow this community. There are other ones I'm interested in, but starting with one or two might be a good way for you to get your feet wet. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my homepage. Okay, so since I'm following the computer and technology community, and since I'm following world language, I'm going to have those posts on my feed. So this is like my feed. Here it says click to set up your Edmodo classroom. We'll talk about this more. I'll X this out now, but if you are new to Edmodo, it does say when you create your own class, you will actually receive $5 in the App Store. So that is a little incentive to get moving. Okay, so I'm going to just focus on our profile. Up in the top hand corner, you should see your profile picture, and you can go to your profile to see what it looks like. So right now I already have my first badge. Woohoo! I have my first badge because I am a community member. I joined the world language community, okay? So I want to set up my profile even more. So I'm going to settings. And here is where you can put a secondary email, you can put some more country information, your time zone, you can change your school if you need to, if you have a change in your employment, okay? Your email and text updates, this is important. It is automatically set to send you email or text for all of these things happening. So you'll be inundated with emails, okay? So you probably want to check most of these off. I like to get an email if I get a direct message from someone. Some people might want an email if anyone replies, but I am on Edmodo so often I do not need that. I might want to know if there's new members in my groups. These are all personal things. If someone requests to join with me, to connect with me, I might want to know that. But this is all your prerogative. I am on Edmodo every day, several times a day. I do not need these sent to my email. It just clogs it up. So that's your choice. If you don't think you'll be checking in, you might want to keep some of these checked off. Okay, so save. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my profile. And you see here, this is probably one of the most important things for you to set up. When I see an Edmodo profile and there's nothing about the person or there's no picture, I am not really going to connect with that person if they request to connect with me, or if they are trying to join one of my teacher created groups for the subject areas I'm teaching. I'm not going to be willing to allow people in the groups unless I see they are invested in Edmodo and they have taken some time on their profile. Doesn't have to take forever, but you could tell me a little bit about yourself. So I am a Spanish, French and Spanish teacher, and I love learning, okay? Whatever. Give me a few sentences though. That's a little short. Give me a few sentences. You can give me paragraphs, but give something about yourself so you show that you are invested in Edmodo and that you are going to be a very good Edmodian. Once you are done writing about yourself, click Save. Okay? So that's how you set up your profile. I would say I've taken you through the basics. The next thing you want to do is consider creating a group or joining a group. So that's what we will be learning about next. All right, merci, gracias, thanks for listening. Hope this has been helpful. Adios, au revoir, bye-bye.